Time is an uncomfortable subject for me. Its passing brings the gravest of consequences and it's utterly unsolvable. If it was possible to outthink time, I would have done so already. Ruler of Everything is a song by Tally Hall. Imagine the Beatles plus Weezer, except it's even cooler than that. It was written in a single night as an existential crisis and is one of my favorite songs. It follows a guy named Juno who lived a life of extravagant vanity, who had his entire world shattered, as he's called out on his shit by time itself.
Do you like how I dance? I got draconian pants. Consequential enough to slip you into a trance. I'm in you, I know your facade is a scam. You know you're making me cry, this is the way that I am.
In the end, Juno accepts that time is the ruler of everything and that he is incapable of truly appreciating it all. I've been plagued with a sense of limited time for about as long as I can remember. When I was younger, my mum hinted towards the idea of the inevitable march of time, and that shattered my world. And I've honestly never recovered from that. I'm not even sure if that's a joke. So why am I rambling about all this? Well, about 3 weeks ago, I turned 21. Plagued with the knowledge of mechanical hands and a number that only goes one way, I decided I wanted to do something about it. I made a lot of good decisions this year. I feel like for the first time ever, I'm heading in a good direction. I switched out my Pixel for a dumb phone, started going to the gym 3 times a week, riding my bike every day that I can. I started this YouTube channel, which has been a lot of fun. I started reading a little over a year ago, and I've gone through 16 books since January. I took on journaling, which is now my primary means of organizing. I started studying at TAFE in February, and now I'm officially halfway through. I quit caffeine for good this time, started playing bass, and got very obsessed with skincare, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. My relationships up until 2 months ago have honestly been disastrous. Weird one-sided situationships, friendships where I got way too attached and the other person didn't actually care, getting stuck between 2 groups of people who are diametrically opposed. If you're watching this and you think you know who I'm talking about, no you don't. Truth is, I don't have the faintest clue. Most people don't, but I have some ideas. In writing this video, I scrolled through a few of those "these are things you should do in your 20s" posts, and I already ticked a lot of the boxes. YouTube, skincare, cycling, programming, reading, gym, creative writing, but there's more I can do. The first one being this channel. I want to make higher quality videos more often. Something like once every week would be good. I have the time, and I've read books like Deep Work and Make Time, which are both amazing and you should read them, and they've given me everything I need in order to execute on this. So here it is, my public commitment. Let's see if I can actually do it. I'd like to start volunteering again. It's something that I did for well over a year and only stopped recently as I had a part-time job and was a full-time student and was doing this. But hey, I got fired. Yippee! As I'm estimated to have finished 24 books this year, I'd like to bump the number up to 36. I'd like to start wearing sunscreen. I hate the feeling of sunscreen to the point that when I was younger, I needed someone else to apply it for me. But given that I live in Australia and love being outside, my skincare obsession and my family history of melanoma, I don't really get a choice in the matter. Another goal I've been pursuing on and off for a number of months is food. The food you get at cafes, restaurants, casual and fast food places is all not very good for you compared to recreating it at home, which sucks. I personally think that's absurd, but it's the world we live in. I'm not saying that we shouldn't fight societal problems because we can't fix it individually, but I'm not waiting for this problem to be resolved either. So I want to start cooking nearly everything I eat. This will be a huge logistical challenge and one that I'm excited to undertake. As I'm extremely particular and really normal about food, I'll also be writing a recipe book, mostly for myself, but hey, if it gets big enough, then maybe I'll publish it. The last one is mental health. I feel like this is a problem that I continuously avoid. The habits I've built and the way I live my life have been shaped to improve my mental health, but I haven't addressed the problem directly. So I want to read a number of books in this area. Stoicism is likely not enough for me, and that's okay. I don't know if I'll make one of these sorts of videos every year or what my plan is exactly, but I just wanted to get the stuff out of my head.